Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about optimal binds. We're going to first talk about what are even optimal binds, how can you guys set it up, and why they are so important to have optimal binds in Fortnite. Okay, starting off, optimal binds just means that you have the most efficient way of having your bind set up so you guys don't have to move as much to click the buttons that you want. And the two main ways you guys can do this, either play the claw grip, which is very not that good for your hand in the long term, but essentially you have like double claw where you play like this, or you can have like right hand claw or left hand claw, and that just means you just set up your hands so you just press a certain amount of buttons with one finger, so it's just less travel time, so it's more efficient. And the other way to do this, which I use, is I have a controller with paddles. This is probably the most pricey option. They're all like add-on paddles that you can add to your PS5 or Xbox controller that I suggest to do that to start off, to see if you even like paddles. But if you guys want to be the most optimal, either switch to the claw grip, or what I do is just have a controller with paddles. If you guys can't afford one of the higher quality controllers, which obviously it's definitely a lot of money, like this was like almost $200, I would suggest either getting a cheaper alternative controller with still having paddles, or buy a controller and then buy a paddle attachment to attach it to your controller. And what these paddles do is just makes it so you don't have to move as much. So my paddle are bind to, I have one for the crouch. I think this one's my switch mode, so I switched my switch to builds and no builds. And my last one is like I switched to my pickaxe. And I use these just because if I didn't have these, I would have to click like these buttons, these faceplate buttons, and remove my thumb off the thumbstick to hit it, which is very bad, because the most optimal way to set up your binds for a controller is keeping your thumbs on the thumbsticks no matter what. And with my binds, that's exactly what I do, because you can see how I'm editing and building. My thumbs are not like coming out of the thumbsticks. They're always staying on. And this just makes me have the best movement that I possibly can, and I don't have to struggle to like move back after pressing a button. So I suggest you try to find binds that make sure you thumbs always on the thumbsticks. You guys can try out my binds. So these are my binds. You can take them. It's definitely gonna get a while to used to, because like my binds are kind of weird. I see some top controller players use similar settings to mine, but other than that, mine are like kind of unique in a way, because I kind of set up, I don't know, it's just weird. But starting off, I have a PS5 controller, so I just have the PS5 controller platform enabled. But like you see, my jump is my left stick, so I just always have my thumbstick here so I can jump. And then I have my sprint. The only time I remove my thumb off my thumbstick is to tack sprint, which is it's different playing now in the new season with tack sprint. So I've been finding it hard to effectively tack sprint in the season. Fire target, nothing really important here. Inventory, not that important. My crouch is X, which is binding to one of my paddles. That's why paddles are very important, because if I didn't have paddles, I would have to remove my thumb off the stick and press this every time I wanted to crouch, which is not good at all. So that's why I suggest getting paddles. Change material, not really important. Wall, I play in Builder Pro. Map. Switch mode, this is another bind. I use triangle, but it's one of my back paddles. Obviously crouch again. And then reset. These are, I mean, pretty standard. I use reset L1 and then L2 to confirm. So like when I want to reset, I just slide my fingers across and it auto resets, which is pretty nice. There's also an option to turn on in your settings where it auto resets. So once you hit the reset button, it just auto confirms it. You guys don't even need a confirm bind. But I like having auto edit on release off, just because I've been playing on it off and I kind of feel weird turning it on. None of these are important. I edit with my right stick, so very weird. Yes, I know. So I jump and then I edit with my left stick or right stick. It's very weird. Some people, these are actually kind of common. A lot of people use left stick to edit though, but I use my right stick because I use my left stick to jump. My brother told me to use left stick and I just stuck with it ever since. And I probably should change it if I want the most optimal binds, but I'm gonna stick with mine. But emote, nothing really important here. Inventory, map, zoom out, these aren't really important. But the main takeaway, guys, here is like, you guys see me fighting, you guys see me doing all this. My fingers are always staying on my like buttons, specifically my thumbs. My thumbs are always on the thumbsticks, and that is very important for optimal binds, because you can see I can always move around when I want. I don't have to keep on hitting like a button and moving back, because that's a very inefficient way of having binds. So if you guys are currently set up like that and you're always failing to like, you're always like moving your thumbs around to press buttons, I suggest either switch to the claw, which is not very likely. I don't think a lot of people like claw, and it's a very weird grip on your hands, and it kind of hurts you in the long run. But I suggest you guys spending a little bit extra money on paddles if you guys really want to see improvement, because having optimal binds can make you go from like average to very good if you really practice. And paddles are very important. Paddles come in every shape, size. There's a whole bunch of different ones. You can have 2 paddle controllers, 4 paddle controllers. Really just whatever you want to bind is up to your liking and choosing. But I use 3 of my paddles. I don't really know what I should use for my last one. I was thinking of switching to my taxman, so we might do that in a bit. But yeah, every pro has the most optimal binds on controller, because controller binds are very important. Keyboard and mouse players also have optimal binds, but it's not as important on keyboard, since you have so much other keybinds and ways to set up your hands that like you don't really need the most optimal, but you definitely want like settings that you are very optimal for your liking and for your controller. It's just way better to have optimal bind, because I mean, if you just see me editing, it's so smooth and consistent because I'm just not moving my thumbstick, so I'm always able to edit, jump, and move around while looking. So like, it looks like I'm doing this effortlessly, because I basically am, because I don't really have to do anything extra. I don't have to remove my thumb to hit another button to do something. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe. Sorry if I kind of messed up what I'm saying, if you guys don't understand. I'm kind of new to doing these tutorial videos. But yeah, if you guys want to get better at the game, I suggest you guys opting into get optimal binds. You can use my binds at the start and switch up certain things that you guys want. But yeah, all in all, I suggest you guys either getting paddles so you guys have the most optimal binds, because you're going to be way better in the long run if you guys just practice having optimal binds. And in a few weeks, you will see a huge improvement. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.